And welcome back to our currently going on Let's Play of Rise and Decline of a Galactic Imperium. Dun, 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 dun. Now, last turn we saw that flower power had overtaken all our worlds, even though we had currently a working free trade agreement with all our neighbors. Though at least one of our neighbors, the so-called Qijian Republic, had sent their troops militarily to enter Sector 6.5. They'll meet us there this turn, meaning we'll get the first combat of the game. Also, the pirates are still on the rim and basically a mere nuisance, but that doesn't mean that we can discount them. On the contrary. And in other news, we have advanced our course by adding another legion to the fold. The 4th Legion has joined the 1st in the homeworld sector, though neither has yet done much to do anything to our cause. But they will, in time. Now, let's start with turn 6, shall we? First we check for the general status. Is it turn 6? Yes, that means we advance the average tech level by 1. That means the average tech level is now the same as the Imperial tech level. Now, since we'll get a negative DRM or dice roll modifier to our tech rolls, if we are more advanced than the average tech level of the universe, this means that we'll don't get as high a DRM as we'd have gotten otherwise. So basically, it's not as bad, but it won't be as good either. Because basically the game tries to rein you in. Now, the tech level has advanced, basically meaning that something else also happens. There's a new expedition available this turn. The precursor ruins can now be explored. So there. And furthermore, the AI, as in these nations, are now allowed to build the energy exchange. Now, we are already building it, but that doesn't mean that they can't also, as you can see, they have a prestige or expedition track, can't also try their luck at building the energy exchange or trying to basically take a look into the precursor routes. Now, whoever does this first, obviously, gets the prestige. So, as you can see, this is a race for time. You might wonder, why would this be important? Well, at the end of H2, the prestige projects and expeditions are scored, and nothing else. So basically, these are victory points we need to make. Now, that's not our currently most important thing. Where victory points are at 6, but the 3rd fleet can be built! Please let there be a recruitment drive. Please let there be a recruitment drive. Gods! Unfortunately, knowing this world as well as I do, I doubt that there'll be one. Now, all prestige projects have been added, all expeditions have been added, reinforcements. New Legion is only on turn 10, next fleet has been added right now, and the new leader will get next turn. This is a beast, a man. He adds as much as a single fleet, but you can only take 2 fleets on his wing. Man. Now, what else do we have there? Well, right now, we have the current event check. It might be lucky, it might not be. Flower power can end. And let's take a short look. Roll for all currently applied events. All events that are marked down on the political random event track. If no events are currently applied, skip the next step. If current event check of 1, 2... Oh! Oh, damn! I missed that one. Basically, the current event check... this goes for all events. So we can't end the Pirates by Persistent event, but they can go away by themselves? That's huge! Shit. I mean... Oops. Well, let's give it a try. 1 to 2 on a D10. D10? 9, no. but they can come back, so that's the difference. The free trade agreement can't be removed unless the age is changed. Flower power. 8. Nope, flower power is here to stay. It's a few more years since till flower power will completely be removed. Now, random event movement. Next we'll go for those people who don't have a goal, like the random pirate down here. He moves to 4. On our chart, that is, down right. He moves to 11-4. Basically that doesn't exist, that sector. So since he's a random event movement unit, he gets removed. Bye bye. Now, for the pirates, D10. 7 moves to the southwestern periphery. And another D10. 3. Back to the southern rim. Have they 2? Yes, they have 2. Okay. So basically those pirates don't know where they want to go. Not as bad for us as you might think it to be. Now, directed event movement. We'll have our first fight this turn. Now, the direct route they can take is there and there. Now, do they invade every world in their way? Move units on a direct route to target of war goal. A direct route is always the route using the least amount of movement points. So basically, there, and it seems they only invade the war goal, okay. So they have reached sector 4 minus 5 minus 4. And move units, a direct route is always reducing these movement points. Resolve fleet combat, ground combat and or invasion if applicable, otherwise skip to next step. Okay, no. Basically, they move to sector 6-5. Down here. Now, how do we do this? Basically we do this like this. Let's take this one, and this one. Both are put up here. And these. So as you can see, 3 enemy fleets, 2 fleets of our own, and our leader, the first leader. Now, how does combat work? This is the first time we have combat, so we can go through the entire goddamn procedure. Stellar combat, because I think this isn't ground combat. Happens when one of your fleets enter a sector of neutral enemy fleets, or those same fleets enter a sector containing your fleet. Start of combat determined whether the player fleets or the opponent fleet wishes to retreat. The opponent decides first. Okay. So he can basically wait for us to leave. D10, he decides first if he wishes to retreat. 7, no, he doesn't retreat. If the player can decide to say second if he wishes to retreat. If he does, move the fleet back towards the sector. I do not wish to retreat. If both sides engage, determine the engagement range next. The engagement range we have here is determined with a D10, and basically tells us if we or they get a bonus to their DRM because of the range they are at. So 10. Far range, +0. At least they don't get a bonus. Once range has been determine units in each fleet taking part in the battle. The number of fleets taking part in the battle may not exceed 1 or the leadership rating of the accompanying leader. Meaning, yes, he can take all of them under his wing. First leader and first fleet and second fleet. Yes. So the enemy only can send or commit 1 unit. Let's take a look. There's one. Now, Now, why can he only commit one unit? Well, as I've already said last turn, the number of enemy units committed is always equal to the number of committed player units if possible, but taking part in the battle may not exceed 1 or the leadership rating of accompanying leaders. Well, the Gigine Republic has decided not to send a leader with their fleets, so basically they have doomed themselves. If you wonder how a Gigine leader would look like, well, let's take a look. Oh god, 1-4. So not only does he give a dice bonus, but he also allows 4 fleets to take part in the battle. Oh, now that would be huge. Add up the combat strength of all fleets of each side as well any bonuses from partaking leaders. So we have a combat strength of 2, 4, 5 against 3. So roll on the combat chart with 1d10, determining the correct column by looking at the difference between attacker and defender combat strength. There. The combat results. This is going to be fun. I am at 5, he's at 3. So meaning that he goes from for me it would basically for him it's 3 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he attacks at -2. End result is that of a value between -6 and +6. Apply C1 result as damage to fleets accordingly, rolling a d10. So basically now he rolls as attacker, rolls a d10 on this column. No, that's a column on this row. So now let's see if we can apply the result correctly. Left side is attacker losses, right is defender losses. D10. At 2! Well, that's almost the best that can happen to us. He gets 2 losses, I get 1 loss. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically it means he has to take 2 step losses, I have to take 1 step loss. Now, as I've shown you already, each unit is made up of 2 so-called steps. This is a damaged unit, only 1 step left. This is an undamaged unit, 2 steps left. So basically, if I have 2 steps left with my fleets and he has 2 steps left, we need to apply them completely. First we flip this one. We flip. Oh god. No. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. Please don't. Why is there no... What the hell? Why can the Gigine not be flipped? Why can the Pengay not be flipped? What is going... Oh, please don't tell me this is... I'll be back in a second. I think the module is broken. And we're back. Well, just had to go and fix that. Well, where were we? Yes, the combat window. Basically, 2-1. So, as I said before, each unit has 2 steps, basically, meaning 2 hit points. 1 hit point is flip it. Now it's worse. You see, a fully healed unit has 3-3-3 from a Gigine, but a damaged unit has 2-1-1. Now, you can't really see it very well because this is grey and this is some kind of really, really strange color. But with these units you can see it. This is a normal, healthy unit. This is a damaged one. So, basically, that's 1 step loss. Now, we have to take 1 too, unfortunately. So, we'll take 1 as well. And we'll take it with the second fleet. And he has to take another one, meaning that the first fleet is destroyed. Now, that means the first round of combat is now done. The side that dealt more damage wins the battle, forcing the other to retreat a number of sectors equal to the difference of dealt damage up to a maximum of 2 sectors. This counts even if the winning side was completely annihilated. The direction the fleet retreats is the sector they came from first, followed by random movement according to E4. So basically, they lost and now have to retreat. And since they were in 6-5, they now retreat to 5-4. And we don't. Basically, we've won! So, excellent. Let's see. Yes. Well, that was combat. And as you can see, combat actually by itself is quite easy. But it can be a bitch basically if, well, you have to work with bugs like I just did. But enough about that. Let's zoom. Well, let's say this. This seems to look good. Now, that was the directed event movement. Now we come to the random event table, meaning something else might happen this turn. Let's take a look what might else happen. 2d6, 3, 2, 5, 1 minor event. Now that's a nice one. Considering that we could use another recruitment drive right now. 5. Senate shuffle. Make a Senate check for a single random senator. Yeah, not so great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The War Ministry. Well, you might wonder why I didn't apply the -1 DRM. Well, that's easy. We didn't roll. We're not the attacker. Only the attacker rolls the dice. And that means that the GG don't care about our DRM, they only care about range, so our DRM didn't apply. Let's make a Senate check roll. 1. Nope, nothing changes. So, as you can see, that was our minor event. We exchanged one senator who dislikes us with another senator who dislikes us. Isn't that fun? I hope so, I really do. Next, let us go for the Stellar Phase and the Imperial Funding. Basically, it goes like it did before. We have base 3. Our political standing isn't anything. Nope, 3. 3 money it is. And also our current funding is at 3. Yes, all is correct. Now, let's take stellar actions. Now I could pursue them, but they'll have to move next turn anyway. What I can do, however, is for one at least, build a fleet. I'll build a fleet, put it on the next turn track. Or I'm building it now, but then I have to move and repair. Nah, it doesn't make any sense. Well, let's build it completely now, and the other fleet is repaired. Meaning another point of Imperial funding gone. Now, finally, we try for diplomacy. We should, but we can't. We need to expand badly. Let's, well, Let's go for next. No, not annexation attempt. One need a project as well. Well, there's quite a lot of what we can do right now. Well, our foreign relations doesn't really support us, so I think we'll go with. Let's go with a prestige project. If we can finish this, it'll help us in the long run more than anything else. Another world might add another victory point, but finishing the project early might mean +1 funding every turn thereafter. So, meaning we'll leave the last imperial funding point and move over. Political phase. Senate check time. Let's see. What do we have here? Interior. Oh, steadfast supporter. War. Goes neutral. That's nice. And foreign relations. Ooh, he supports us. That's a nice change. Senate support. Actually, we now have a majority needed to try to change our imperial society. But that's for next time. Though, well, let's check diplomacy first. Since our relations can't worsen, that's at least one thing out of my hair. 10! Our relations improve! Ha ha ha! Thank them. Well, at least one relationship unfreezes. Which whom? D6 1 with the Colmar Federation. The religious nutjobs. Well. Oh well. Next we have the standing check. I always get those two political standing first. Okay. Now, what's our current political standing? Base 2, interior supports us is 3, wars 2. We have no eliminated fleets on the track is 3. We have enemy fleets in second imperial rule is 2, basically. Because as you can see, the Gigian fleet currently hovers in 5-4, meaning the stability of our empire is threatened. So, 2. Since it's at 2, we'll make a check for unrest. 1d6, 1, no unrest. Next is military. We have base 2, war doesn't support us. We have war 3. No. We have 2. Since an enemy fleet is currently in our sectors. Yeah. Keep standing there. Piracy check. 5! Another random pirate is added. Where? At 8-4. 8-4. Doesn't work that way. Has to be nearest rim sector. Give me a direction. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 8, 5, meaning either of these two. 8, 6 or 9, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6. 6, 9, 6. Sector 9, 6. Let's see. Where are they? Events. Pirates. Oh, pre-selected. Of course he is. And 9, 6. On the eastern rim. Random pirate. Oh well. Now, that means political phase determination has been done. Now we go to the political action. And as I said before, oh, this can be taken down here. I'll try for a project progress. Down you go. 2d6, 8 or higher. Please. Please. Oh, wait. We haven't rolled it. I have 1 point of imperial funding. Let's take a look at what it takes to change our society. Because we might do that as well. I'm really anxious. Attempt societal change. If a player wishes to change one of the core values of the Imperial Society, he needs at least half the current senators rounded up, meaning 3 rears are available. Therefore, we have 2 needed. to support him. If I do not, this action can be taken. If I do, make an immediate Senate check. The player may influence the Senate check by investing points of Imperial funding. If after Senate check less than half the current number of senators opposed the player, he may change one Imperial value by one step. Meaning if only one of them opposes us and the rest is neutral, we still get to change it. If he does, make an unrest check corresponding to the unrest revolt table. Okay, only once per turn we can... Why would we do that? Well, let's take a look at what we can change our society to. We can become a police state. +1 Imperial funding, increased policing value of player legions, and leadership value increases by 1. Democracy, skip bombardment, decrease leadership value by 1. Fundamentalist, +1 funding, -2 DRM to sabotage, -2 DRM to neighboring nation rolls on D2, that's the espionage thing, and -2 DRM to imperial technology, no. Free market, +2 funding, +2 DRM to unrest checks, decreasing policing value of player legions. Basically they become worthless, but we get +2 funding. Planned economy, -1 imperial... That's really one bad. Green, -2 Imperial funding. Increase all friendly fleet movements by 2. Flip 1 senator after political phase Senate check to support. -1 DRM to unrest checks. That's... Oh, that's a late game one. Basically, when you have the full map to work with, you can move all around there and get senators to support you. That's a nice one. Survival, power, -1 Imperial funding, +1 DRM combat rolls, increase transport capacity of friendly fleets by 1, that's nice. Knowledge, +2 to improve tech levels, 2 to... You are better on sabotaging, but you are easier to get sabotaged. Or, +1 Imperial funding, -1 DRM to all combat rolls. Frankly, I'd say we go for free market right now. Because +2 funding is really nothing to scoff at. So, as I said before, if not at least half of these will start to oppose us after this check, we can change our economy to free market. And that would be hella good for us. Let me tell you. So, let's see. Senate. This can go really badly for us. First one, 4, neutral, that's good. Second one, 5, neutral, ha ha ha, change happens. And foreign relations, 7, neutral. Basically, we've obliterated all support we had in the Senate, but we have instituted a free market economy. That's something, I hope. Well, whatever it means for us in the long term. Right now it means that from next turn onwards we'll get +2 Imperial funding. And let's hope not as much unrest. Oh well. That is what you get when it is what you take, as we do. Now all our political actions are taken, therefore we skip the rest and go to the end of turn phase. The game doesn't end. And the Imperial homeworld isn't occupied. Nor do we have no systems under Imperial rule, so nothing happens here either. We don't score because it's only turn 5. It's turn 6 actually, but we don't score anyway. And no, age isn't advancing. And your current turn advances to 7. Sorry. So, turn 7 it'll be next time. Next time here on Rise and Decline of a Galactic Imperium. I'll see you then.